I call the meeting to order and begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item is we have approval of the agenda as presented. Any additions, corrections, changes?
No. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
A motion and a second. All those in favor?
All right.
Aye. Anjan,
You want me to come up here or can I stand?
You
by
can just
the
stand up there,
TV?
yeah.
This one?
Tell me where.
make
to
sure
go.
you speak loud enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can probably go to the homepage first, start off there. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys kind of a brief overview of the new website so far and the overall foundation. So the main points that I kind of took away from all the previous talks we had is that we want the new site to look good, of course, to look modern. We want it to be easy and we want it to look clean. So this is kind of the layout that we tried to put so far here. So this is the main home slider. So we can put whatever sliding images could be there. And as you scroll down here, you can have four main points of the county. We thought it'd be kind of nice touch to kind of have a small roof line here. And then as you scroll down, you can have additional main pieces. So on the old website, there are different tabs or buttons. So those will be added here as it keeps going. But this is just just to kind of show you something for now. And you can scroll down and you can kind of see stuff that people can view. So I think on the old website there was a Forest Canton packet, and then there was one for the county plan. So those are just kind of laid here just to kind of show you. And then as we scroll down, we can view more about county departments. So all of them will be listed here. And then as we scroll down, this is kind of just to show you, but we can kind of update these based off of actual numbers. But this is just to kind of put it to the side. But this at least gives an idea for the homepage. We can always tweak it as it goes, but this is the overall layout. And we can scroll down more, and this comes to footer, and then it's there. So we can update all of these things. That kind of gives you the idea of the homepage. And if we go to I think like another page to kind of show you an example would be under departments. If we scroll there, and you can just your auditor's office. So this is kind of the styling we were thinking that could be used for each page. So you've got the main, could be the main picture here, department head picture, and then what they do, offer for their department, and then basic info kind of laid out here so that people know what all is being done. And then in the bottom, you've got tabs that kind of make it shown. So this is the layout of this, and if they click there on the button, that will take them to a form, so that people can just do that from the site directly without having to search for it. And then all the links also can then take them to state links. So if we go to public links, those can take them to those links.
State Board of Accounts, Department of Local Government Finance, SRI with tax sale, Indiana Transparency Portal.
And the last one doesn't do anything yet.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the layout, and each department can, of course, have their own page, and so we would train every department on how to edit their own. But this kind of gives an idea of what we could at least use as like a base foundation to kind of expand upon this. And if we go under departments again, under planning and zoning, I think you already showed that page at the beginning, but here's just kind of an example. This is just to kind of show you, but we don't have all the info, but we took whatever we had and we kind of updated with the right pictures and content. But what I do want to show is that the form is now here. So if
The
you would
application.
from an application, we can clean it up a bit. This is just kind of show you, but like all of those main fields they were, they had wanted are there. You can put in attaching of the files. So this can go to the email address that we need to go to. And they can still download the actual file here if you go back to that one.
This one?
Yeah, here. They can still view the file on the site. It's just they can also fill it out online and attach this to that. To the form.
So Anjan, whenever we go to the electronic form over there and someone chooses that one, fills it out, it can be submitted,
Yep.
correct?
Online.
And then you're going to send a confirmation back to them that it's been received, correct? Make sure that happens because
Yes.
people will come into the website, they'll fill it out, think they've done everything. They may forget to submit it
Yes.
after they filled it out and then they think, well, I did it, and they didn't hit the button. So we want to make sure that anyone that fills it out, it gets sent, it's received within the email, wherever it is, and then it's bounced back that we got it,
Yes.
so that you know that you've actually achieved what you thought you were doing,
That'd be on any type of,
any one of them.
any form.
And then each department this will be simple enough that they can come in and modify it and add PDFs or whatever. Doesn't require anybody else to change or do anything. It's all simple and
Yeah.
straightforward.
Easy to use. And so it's, it'll all be mainly visible. It's like they don't have to see code or anything. It's just they can go there, click on a link, and then say, I want to put this there instead of seeing that. So it'll be simple. And which we can train them on how to get to that part.
Now, will the health department, coroner's office, all them be on there?
Yes.
They'll have their
Yeah,
website,
so-
they'll have their own.
Yep.
Now, as a local here, I'll look at it the first time if you've got a lot of the pretties going on, but the second time I show up, I want to be able to get to whatever department quickly.
Right.
I don't want to have to scroll through anything.
Mhm.
If I want something related to the treasurer's office, I want to be able to click that, go right there, and not have to scroll through a lot on the homepage.
Yeah, and which we can even move stuff around. So like if we go back to the home page for a second, we can move all of this kind of bottom department stuff up to the top. It's just, it's just to kind of show a layout, but,
Or something where you have quick links. It's just like if I've got a road problem, I'd like to be able to go to Steve,
Yeah.
click that, tell him, I got a mud hole in front of my road and do it simply
Yeah.
and confirm that it was sent to them and they're aware of it.
Yeah, and.
Because a lot of times, it may be at night. I may come home and I think, this is a mess here.
Right.
He's not working. He doesn't need to be bothered. He'll see it in the morning.
Yeah.
So you can send it to him.
Yeah, and so we can always add those kind of things here, kind of make it shown. We can kind of make this part smaller and then add more links as it is needed. Or then at the top too, we can add more stuff there. And then I was going to show, if you hover over departments, there may be one more thing. If not, I think board members, this is just to show kind of a brief thing. But it's going to show you, like, if you click on the plus, you can see on that. We can clean it up, but this is just to show you kind of the base of what it could be like. And this, because I think the one currently is just a PDF file, so it's probably taking this kind of.
Well, it doesn't, it's not up to date. And what we really need with each one of these boards is what your duties are. Because people ask on a regular basis,
Yeah.
well, what do I have to do if I go on that board?
Or is there something required to be on that board?
So it's, it'll
Yeah,
be
and-
informative.
Yeah, and which we can add more content here as
Mhm.
we get it, like as far as, what do they have to do if they're on the board, who's on the board.
Yeah.
All that. We can go towards, now, if you click here, GIS mapping, that just takes you to a new tab for GIS mapping. So that's just basic stuff there. If we go back to the side, employment, that's got the employment opportunities page created so far. So this is kind of similar to what's there, but we just ended up with it.
So what was the other drop down under employment?
And that one goes to the portal, so if you click here,
Okay.
you can use the same password, Chris, on that one if you want to see that.
I don't even remember.
So that would be the
That goes to the
employees
employee portal,
portal.
where they can pull their direct deposit and all that stuff, or go to DocuLivery to pull their pay stubs.
Yeah, and that's pretty much kind of the overall layout for now, and then we've been transferring stuff over to this new site. So I know the goal that I think is there is that we would like for this to all be live, I think, by the first of the year is what it seems like. So we can definitely work towards that goal, and then have all of that in and all the basics in.
Have you met with the other department heads?
We just started.
Because at some point, it's going to take them a little time to generate content
Right.
for their
And-
pages.
And which the good thing is that right now there is content that is there already from the old site. So we're, I think it's kind of transferring stuff here, the new one. But we can definitely meet with them as it goes and then keep on.
The main thing is if you make them aware and if they have a chance, then they can work on it.
Get
And
prepared.
one thing I don't think we want to do is to roll out a new website and then people come and find the same content that's been there for 10 years.
Right.
So gets updated also.
Sure.
So.
So that's the overall comments, thoughts, questions.
Like friendly or use, so that's good.
Think you can do that, Steve?
I think so.
Why are you picking on him?
Yeah, plus phone too, it'll be very, very easy to use.
And then
Show you.
just need to figure out like what all we want to add here.
Yeah, I think pictures, of course, will make a big difference, having pictures on the side. So here's kind of that you guys can just kind of scroll through really briefly if you want to see on the phone.
The
how
phone
it
look.
looks like.
There you are.
I don't
There
know if
you
we-
are.
Then the menu and everything is there, so it should be.
So that'll be on the website, you can log into the meetings then.
Yeah, instead of going to
And
YouTube.
then I'm assuming you'll have that, I mean, that'll be something where you have everything scheduled, everything's scheduled.
Yes,
So they
like, so
can come
all
and
of
see what's
that's
coming up.
done, I think,
The
on
YouTube
the
channel, through the
channel.
YouTube
So that's
channel.
just the link there.
Where's the
Yeah.
YouTube channel on here right now?
It's, if you scroll through the next one to the live on
Oh,
the slider,
through the
if you click
slider.
view now, that just takes you to the YouTube. So now it goes straight to it. So
Yeah.
try that. If you just click view now, that'll take you
Gotcha.
straight to it there.
See, and I'm not so sure we maybe want that fixed instead of rotating. So that people that do want to view the meetings can easily access them.
Sure.
You
then
might
they
need to
can-
add that as a tab.
Well,
or
and
something.
we can probably embed it too
Yeah.
onto the site so that they can.
And then see, the first thing we have a schedule because then they can look what's coming up.
So,
Mhm.
Yeah, list of
The playlist right here, like,
meetings, yeah.
no. I can normally see those. But anyway. So he's gonna be working with departments and then also, he'll need to meet with all of you guys because you'll have your own department page. So, the commissioners, things you guys want on there, and then also, feedback on the homepage and all that. I know I sent an email out last week. Did we do that last week?
I think so.
Basically kind of what the plan was. So he'll be definitely getting in contact with all the departments to talk about their page. And yeah,
I think the main thing was at least transferring stuff, whatever's there now to the new site so that we have
have something to work with.
But then it's just, if they want to launch it for then, because if you first of the year, then, at least having whatever's there now into a better manner we can do that, or if then we need to get all the content updated before then, that, be a lot of.
So how do you take a photograph down and then replace it? What's the process?
So that, would that be by like?
I want to
us,
upload
like,
a content, let's say, we come up with a plan on how to apply to have your gravel road turn into a paved road. So we have that process there. How would we upload that document, put a tab in for that?
So if it's a tab, like if we go to a new, or to that one, let's go to the order page, for example. So how that'll be is that once they would log into it, they would basically hover over this element here, and they would click on this one, or, any one of these tabs.
Yeah, but how do we upload that document? In other words, right now, we've got this new great plan, and we want to upload it so people can read about it,
Right.
and then they potentially would reply. And then next week, we might come up with another one. So my question is what's the process, to upload the documents, put a tab in or whatever? Is that something that can be done by each department?
Yes, yeah. Yeah,
So how would we do that?
So, yeah, and so they would log, so first step would be they would have to log into the back end of this site,
Through the employee portal?
through the login side of it.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
separate outside of
Yeah.
this. Okay,
But like it'll still be through the site.
Okay,
There's a
I got you.
login page. And then they will go to then add the actual file to the back end first. And so that it's then saved there. They'll then come to the front end of the screen they want to edit, which would just be their own access page. So just like it's their department, they would then go to that page and they would click edit. And so if then they want to add a new tab here, they basically duplicate this. It'll say duplicate whenever they then hover over it, and that will add a new tab there. And they'll then hit the pencil icon that can then rename it. And then here they would do the same thing, and then they would say attach file.
and then would it give you a list of files
Yeah.
that are within your page that you've already, so the process is uploading the page first.
Right.
So the file, however you addressed it, would be there,
Right.
and it would appear underneath that tab.
And they could also do it, like after making this, but I think personally it is just much more smoother putting it first and then creating this tab. But it's up to the person. It's just maybe some may be fine with just creating a tab and then doing it the other way. But yeah, that's the kind of process there. So really, I'd say like once they get trained on it and they know it, realistically, it should take them probably 5 to about 10 minutes to probably update something, as far as new content and everything.
So can it be in any format? Can it be in a Word document, PDF?
Yeah. So it can be any format because it's just a link.
Photo? Okay.
It could be a photo, so they can, which I think like if you go to the home, on this one,
The
one
home
of them
button's
was
not
the
working, I
Word
have to
document.
click
There
on
was a Word document here on the site. I think it may be, maybe it's down here. Scroll down. Maybe this one. I don't know. Comprehensive plan. There was something when you click download that. It may have been maybe not this one, but yeah, it could be Word document. It could be, it could be PowerPoint file. It could be PDF.
So I'm assuming you also can put a pay link in there, because I know on the permits at times, they'll want to go ahead and pay for the permit fee.
So yeah, like it could be PayGov or, just whatever link they would use. And so that would then take them to the external site.
So what about the, ordinances? People want to look at ordinances. Would they be able to do that on here also?
Yeah, so if it's there on the current site, it'll be here on this site. And plus we would then update it.
We've got a direct link.
Working with,
We'll put a direct link to Data Pit Stop, which is the easiest place to sort or to review. We've got that on our homepage right now. He's just started.
Yeah, this is just kind of meant to give you the idea of what it's gonna be like and how it looks like so far. So as we get more and more, stuff on this, it'll of course look a lot more ready.
And he plans on meeting with each department, so like at that time, you guys can give feedback on, things that you want to see on the homepage and
Is there a way to
Things like
access this?
not yet, I don't like.
I mean, for other people to take a look at it and say, I like this, internally, I'm
Send the
thinking,
link,
just so that they can say, hey, I like this, but I don't like this. Just a comment.
We could do that, as long as it's kind of, maybe for like their page or something.
Something where they could actually take a look and, because I think every department's gonna be a little unique with how they function. And so we might have to tweak it to fit their needs
Yeah,
versus.
absolutely.
Right.
Overall, are you guys happy with the layout, the new layout?
Yes,
I'm fine.
looks good.
As long as it works. Main thing.
Thank you, Anjan.
Yeah.
Just wanted to go ahead and share it because it's a lot to do, and he's going to be working with each department to develop each page. So I want to make sure everybody has a voice in it. So, thank you, Anjan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item up, we have approval of the minutes from 11/04/2024. Any changes, additions, modifications?
I'll make a motion.
Second
A
that motion.
motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Next item up is transfer of cash from 1176, the Motor Vehicle Highway Fund, 50,000 to the 1173 Motor Vehicle Highway Restricted Fund for $50,000. I'm gonna ask this question because restricted is restricted. What'd you do, just overspend it? What'd you spend regular out of motor vehicle highway without going?
She transfers that she needs to get out of red, go in the red. And to get our money comes in each month, we don't know how much we're getting. It's quite a job to keep this restricted and regular. So we have to spend more 50% in restricted. So-
Right.
So if she needs to put some in restricted, pay something, that's what she's doing here.
She could pay for it out of just a regular motor vehicle.
You can explain it a whole lot better than I can. Deal with it all the time.
I just noticed that because I thought generally you always spend the restricted. And then the motor vehicle highway, you have flexibility with what you do with that. Any comments, questions?
I'll make a motion. Approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Next one is additional appropriation out of the general fund for liability insurance for cybersecurity. It's in the amount of $17,557.50. And I think we approved that last month at 10% of that cost.
Yes, we had a little
So,
typo there.
Now we're going to do it for the proper amount.
Then it's 17,557.
Yep, instead of 1,700.
I had 1,757.50. Missed a 5 in there.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that motion.
Motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Next item up is the payroll for 11/18/2024 in the amount of $188,058.10.
I'll make a motion.
So a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I see.
Payroll for 10/04/2024.
1018.
Okay.
1018.
10/18, this is payroll withholding in the amount of $39,958.31.
Make a motion.
I'll second that.
Motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Dental claims in the amount of $106.41.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Vision claims in the amount of $122.13.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Life insurance claims in the amount of $1,436.54.
I'll make a motion.
Second that.
Motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Sheriff's pension in the amount of $31,214 $1,000,000.50.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Health claims in the amount of $77,973.98.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And this is the accounts payable claim for 11/19/2024 in the amount of $422,346.08.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Next item up is the health board. And do we have something coming up in January with that?
Yes.
Don't we have an appointment still?
Yes.
Um,
Is there another one coming up? And
I
We
think so.
have someone else that is gonna fall off, another Democrat position that's gonna fall off, December 31st, but he has already announced that, so if you, whenever you feel appropriate to, post that one as well.
so I've got it on the December 4th agenda for you guys, but we're getting everything ready for the board appointments for 2025. And we're creating a Google document, which will be on our website where people will go there and it'll have a drop-down menu for them as far as what boards they're wanting to apply for, fill out their name, contact information, and attach their letter of interest, anything like that. Be more organized than just sometimes I'm getting screenshots of text messages and sometimes I'm getting emails. Some people are dropping off letter, get it more organized. We're actually working right now on getting the boards, like what you said, everything all organized to where it's going to have each board, who's on it, what their job duties are, requirements for this, all this. So basically reorganizing for the board.
And
So,
we're still going to have to accept some of these things that aren't by electronic.
correct. Yeah.
As just an example, a day ago, a gentleman that lives out in the northern part of the county did not have the ability to get an application for a building permit. He doesn't have a computer. He doesn't.
Yeah.
And so he came in to pick up a paper copy. So we will have others that want to
Right.
serve, and we don't want to necessarily shut them out of opportunity.
Oh, no, you can't.
No, I just can't just keep getting screenshots of text messages and Facebook
You get all of
messages
that.
and all that.
What I would like to do on this health board, if everybody's okay, I would like to solicit who's left on there, refer to Indiana code and what our requirement is for the mixture of Democrat, Republicans, Independents, and let them self-identify what they are, because what was on the website and what we now think they are is different. So,
May I?
sure.
There's no podium, so I'll just,
I don't know where the podium
Where
is.
is it?
so this opening currently is for a vacancy.
By Bailey, yeah.
So I've sent Indiana code, I know we talked about it, and I asked you, to forward it on. I also reiterated after the last meeting what everyone's political affiliation is. So with the way that the health department is right now, we have a lot going on with Health First Indiana, a lot going on in 2025. We have had applicants. I would hate to delay it further. When I know we have another position that we're going to fill after, the end of the year, but we've had applications for this one. Is there any way that we can, try to go ahead and get another member on our board to fill the vacancy?
I think the last time I was out there, Dr. Bailey wasn't attending. And I think you have a board of 6 now?
We have a board of 6, yes, because
Right.
he has been there until he moved.
But my whole question is I feel like whomever is on that board, they need to respond as to what they are
I feel like they have. We have it.
from them person, because Chris was going to look up in their application and she
She-
couldn't find them or they
We have,
identified.
they
as
do,
something.
they know
She
that
reached
for
out to
Indiana
them.
code that they have to identify. They should have identified in their application initially. The commissioners made the appointment, made an appointment, Miss Kelly Connor, she's our health board president. You guys did that appointment and knew that it was a Republican as well, because that's kind of the balancing act that we had at that time.
See, and then on our website, she's listed as a Democrat.
I don't have anything to do with the website,
Right.
so I can't vouch that, but
And that's why I would
This-
like for each one of them to identify,
They have though, is what they have.
then I'd like to see those documents.
Do you,
Email him, didn't
I think you have them. You can
Yeah.
give them to me. Yeah, a long time ago.
A long time ago, okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
you should.
Okay.
have
You have got a quorum right now to operate though, right,
them.
on the board?
We do. It is, I would hate to, push it off even farther, but
If we get what I really, because that we have Democrats, Republicans, we have some independents, we might have some libertarians, we might have some whatever. And what the Indiana code refers to is not more than 3 members can be of any one,
not more than 4 of one political affiliation.
not more than 4.
Not more than 4. We are a board of 7 with a health officer.
So you could have 4 of one specific party.
We currently have 4 Republicans, yes. We have 4 Republicans, 1 Democrat, and 1 independent, and 1 open spot.
I don't
But
know.
Indiana code says no more than 4 of one political affiliation.
I thought it was 3, but that's, see what's on the website or wherever I got it from. Thomas Bailey was listed as a Democrat. Corey Philly was nothing. Eric Dickerson was a Democrat. Kelly Connor was a Democrat. Adam Brockman was a independent. Isla Libering had no affiliation. James Rogan was a Republican. And that's what was up.
Isla and Kelly both have identified as being Republican, which makes, so those 2, Dr. Rogan and then Corey would fill the Republican spots
Right.
for Eric Dickinson is a Democrat, and Dr. Bailey's open spot was a Democrat, and then of course Dr. Brockman.
So if we could get it where they, they're not listed as independents or whatever. But from them. They've actually told us what they are, instead of going through others. So you don't have a problem with it.
So do you want them to email you directly then?
What I'd really like to do is just simply put out, I think there's a snippet either in our ordinance or in Indiana code that states what it is, and ask them to identify, and they could make it clear they could be a Democrat, Republican, an independent, or libertarian, or whatever they can identify themselves. And they may not want to identify themselves at all, which I would think that would be an independent. But let each one of them basically say, this is what I am.
So even though, just to be, I want to make sure I understand, so even though they've already done that,
I've never seen that.
that's what I'm saying, you want them to email you directly with their affiliation.
If they've already done it, filled it out and said, I am a Republican, and they did it, then I think that serves the purpose. As long as they were given the opportunity, to identify as, and they can pick whatever they feel like they are. I mean, just so we know what they identify themselves as. And that can change. People change.
So do you want to wait till the next meeting, Randy, or?
My preference would be do it all January 1st meeting. I mean, because we're going to be soliciting applications for all of these, and we're going into the Christmas season and that. I just think we'll just have 2 appointments to the health board.
That's probably not a bad thought. If they're already got a quorum, they can conduct business, then you have the new commissioner to start with the new board.
And then
So,
it is what it is, because what's going to happen now is between now and the end of the year, everybody's going to be looking at different boards, applying at that, and then that whole group comes in instead of onesies, that we're doing. We have another one, I think, that we haven't been informed of yet on the Port Authority. I think they had a resignation, but I haven't seen the documents on that yet either. But it'll have to be included in there. Do we have another Port Authority coming up? You know,
Top of my
yeah.
head.
There's a lot of appointments, so.
We've been trying to get started on getting
There's
that
been a lot.
organized this
There's gonna
week.
be a lot.
But I think there's another one that just recently resigned. So I have not seen a document on his
Oh,
resignation,
yeah, I remember seeing something,
there was talk of that. So I don't want to till we get something
yeah.
that says he resigned. So next item we have up is,
So what do you want to do, table that, or?
well, if you're okay with the push it until first of the year and put them in with the same group of everybody else applying, and this group that's applied, they don't need to reapply.
I'll just hold on to it.
Yeah, just hold them, include them in that bunch. So, Vitalix, if I'm pronouncing it right, quote, that's on a system, it looks like an iPhone that you ride around in your vehicle, and it takes pictures every 12, 13 feet of the road and gives you the condition of that for the PASER ratings for our community crossings grant.
It actually grades.
Yep.
Grades the roads, which.
We had a demonstration of that back 4 months ago, 5 months ago,
Yeah.
something like that. And what it'll do is take the subjectiveness out of the roads. What you see in the morning at 8 o'clock and what you see at 4 o'clock when you're going home, if you're tired, can be two different things. This way, the system just grades itself and it creates the document.
It's pretty fascinating, and it'll also help the highway department too with signage and culverts and a lot of, especially the signage too, because NDOT requires a lot of that. I know each year, don't they, for the
We're
signage?
supposed to have one in,
And you've probably got your current culverts that you put in, probably the length and diameter of them in the newer roads, right?
See
So
that?
we can do part of them without probably measuring them.
Yeah,
Did you say that one day though, Steve, that when you rate your road, it's a 2-year?
yeah, it has to be raised every 2 years.
So we just got done with one, right?
Yeah, it had to be in by December 1st, which I got it approved, for one for, so we can apply for community crossings next year. We really won't need it. We don't need it for this one, we'll need it for 26.
What I'd like to do is, I've seen another county that they rated all their roads and then they put a road plan together, different treatments, different costs. And then it gives them the ability to look at a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years out and what kind of money they're looking at. And it's a kind of a nice planning tool. That's what, and the price is good through the end of this year. That's what the guy told me.
through the end of this year?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I did talk to that mayor from Northern Indiana that's got this program that, that salesman said. And they use it for that same purpose, not for community crossing, but for rating the roads and for a long-range plan.
Right.
For the city of New Haven.
It gives you kind of you may not like what you see, but it gives you an idea what kind of dollars you're looking at to keep your roads up in decent condition.
It was pretty fascinating to just drive. I was driving and he set the camera up or the phone and we went on that drive and it was, and then I seen the video afterwards. I mean, it was amazing how many pictures what did it take, 4,000, 5,000 pictures. But that,
It's only every 3 seconds or something.
yeah, it took all these pictures and it showed everything. I mean, it was just,
Yeah.
pretty fascinating.
So the question is investing in it. He said he could come down, get them trained and get on with the road. They just have to be driven
Mm-hmm.
and start the database and then start the planning. And so
Now, does this include, this is 2 phones, right? Yes,
I
2
think
phones. Yes, right here it says quantity of 2 phones.
So what was it gonna be, about 18,000 a year?
17,
17,850.
Yep.
Mhm.
I would
Steve,
suggest,
is that
Randy,
better?
I'm for this, but, I'd hate to see the highway paid out of the budget. Can we take it out of that, the special edit fund? It's helping the community, helping the roads. Then the highway doesn't have to fund it.
We can do whatever we want to.
I mean, I think
That's why,
that would be.
that's why we're commissioners. Yeah. I mean, the money is there.
You see, that's what we took that little, what, the amount of money to pay for that survey out there, or that search, title search.
Yeah.
Out of that same account.
So it's 73 something.
But, I would suggest pull it out of there. Then they'll not affect the highway's budget.
I think that's a great idea.
Oh, you would?
Yeah, everybody likes that one. So Steve, the only thing is do you have somebody in mind that you would get involved in training on this?
Besides you?
But I just think he'll come down and he'll want to train whomever, how everything works. So just so we have somebody we'd have to schedule it then. But I think he'd do that between now and the end of the year. So,
I think it's a good tool. It'll be a good asset for the county and for the highway department. Then there won't be no arguing, well, you paved that road because so-and-so lives on it, or you paved that road because so-and-so lives on it, or, you go by what this thing says. It grades it.
I think the guys that have been grading the roads do a good job. They've been trained on it and everything. Just like you said, it's gonna be the same every time.
Mm-hmm.
You might look at the road and think it's a 4, and next time you think, well, it ain't that bad.
Right. That's it. It becomes subjective and,
Right.
you may,
I want to say the guys that have been doing it, I think have done a really good job.
Yeah, I agree with you there. They have. Well, I think this would be a plus to say we have a bad winter. You take last year's and run it again after the winter
Mm-hmm.
and see how bad it really was on the roads. So,
one of the advantages, I remember he was telling us that if we have where the state fixes the road and diverts it to a county road, we can actually take this unit, drive the county road before it starts, drive the road after the state's done with the repair, and then ask them for money to fix our road. We'll have the documentation to prove that the condition of the road has deteriorated substantially because it's picked up all this additional traffic.
you mean like for unofficial detours, what that we call them?
Whatever.
I mean, that's what you call them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they've got a slide someplace or whatever, and they divert it back out on a county road and they wear one out on us, the state will actually provide funding to repair our road. But we have to prove condition of our road, and this is the proof that
This thing would do it.
we
We
can,
just have to go out and try to video the road before and then
Yeah.
video it after.
Right.
And all that.
Well, that's
Just
with-
Make it a whole lot easier.
That's with a lot of your signs for your bridges. You had to take a picture after you put the sign up, every so many feet for the bridge and so many feet on the other side, and then send the pictures in just for proof. For this here, they'll do it.
Is this for to be paid out of 2025 budget or 2020?
20.
Okay, so we'll need to do an additional.
Not out of that fund. That's a good question. It's unbudgeted.
We did the additional for
We
the
probably would have to,
5,000. I'll have to-
if we did it for the, what we
Air
did was paid,
conditioner.
no, that came out of,
Is that the one?
that came out of the fund that we have for building maintenance.
Right, what's this one?
This one, the one where we paid for the guy to look on Oriole Road to see whether it's a county
I
road or
haven't
not.
got that bill
It's I thought we paid it. It was 500 and,
We
Oh,
approved,
that's the
I don't
one
know if we
where
went
they
through the
came
claim
in.
yet, but we approved to pull it out of that
Yeah.
fund.
Yeah,
but it's out of a 73 something
Right.
fund is there. It's an old edit fund.
that's a road nobody knew who owned.
Right. It's for a title search.
Yeah.
What it was for.
That's a non-budgeted account, so we would just do 50,000.
Yeah, it just sits there from year
It's a
after year.
non-budgeted
Yeah.
account, so we just
Yeah,
do
it doesn't.
50,000. So this will be, going to be paid out of 2024, 50,000, not budgeted.
But
I would make
think-
a motion if it came out of that account, so.
What account is that now?
7312, I think.
I don't remember the last digits. I'm thinking it's the 7,300
Yeah,
account.
7312, I believe.
Okay.
We have a motion, second.
Second.
Any further discussions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We'll get that going. Next thing we have is our 2025 organizational meeting, approval of posting of open board positions. So that, the posting needs to go up.
Right, that's
Right
why I
away.
wanted to see, I know that we'll have a new commissioner on, but are we gonna still do everything like the day after the first? That's what I've got on the agenda for you, the council as well, for January 2nd. Last year, we did the council at 5 and you guys at 6 or something like that.
I'd suggest 5 AM since I'm not gonna be here.
You're having too much fun.
One in every crowd.
Or
I
I'm
mean,
gonna see if the
the
council will do 4:30.
January
Second.
1 is a Wednesday, so we're gonna do a
That's a
second.
holiday, yeah. January
So-
1st is holiday, January 2nd at 6 PM.
This on Thursday?
Yep, that's a Thursday. And then we'll continue. We'll just do that for organizational.
It's just the organizational meeting, that's all it is,
And then we have our regular meeting on the 6th.
if you set the same schedule.
We'll have to set our meeting
Set the
schedule at that one.
Because then I'll get that'll push me to get the schedules done, the claim docket schedule done, all that stuff.
So is everybody okay with Thursday at 6 PM, the 2nd
Mhm.
January?
Yep. How
Okay.
about you?
I'm open that day.
You can attend.
Thank you. So we'll go ahead and by the end of this
I might
week, I'll have
watch.
everything organized with the open board appointments. We started on those yesterday. So then we'll have it to where people can submit online up till, I think, June, what's the date?
We have it on the
Yeah,
Friday.
that Friday before.
It'll be Friday the 3rd at 4 PM, January the 3rd.
No, because we're opening it here.
Yeah, we'll have to do appointments there.
Yeah, do appointments there, so they'll have to have it submitted by here.
So you want to appoint them first? Okay.
Well, they'll have till here, because these two aren't holidays. Just this, I think. I'll look at it. New Year's Eve, I don't believe. I don't think New Year's Eve, we work New Year's Eve, yeah, so they'll
Yeah.
have up till
Thinking you did.
31st?
4 o'clock on the 31st
Okay.
to submit. And they can either submit it via email, physical letter. The bad thing is, a lot of times when we get that, then if we just get like a handwritten letter, it's like I don't have an address, I don't have a phone number. I want to make sure we get contact information for everybody, so, yep.
Mhm.
So we'll have that all up and going, hopefully by the end of this week, where people have ample time to apply.
Right.
Submit their letters. Okay.
Next meeting we have is Monday, December the 2nd, 9 AM, courthouse meeting room right here. That's it. I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
We're done.
Here's all your stuff. Now you can go on this and sign.
I want to show you something, Randy Cleaving. Steve is really going to be your buddy. Because right here is this account for equipment, $17,000. Hadn't spent a dime out of it. And when he was going to come in and say, I don't have any money, I was going to tell him, 44105's got 17 grand in it.
And it's for equipment.
Don't worry about it. Because I knew that would come up, and I thought, I'm gonna find that for him.
Make it go a lot farther. By doing things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, support it better, I think.
Oh, yeah. And you know, like I said,
I was impressed
you
with
don't
it.
know where all them signs are. You don't know where he's got an idea where all the culverts are, but, you know,
Contractor?
if it's gonna include box culverts or regular culverts.
I'll call this
What
guy.
happened?
When people leave,
He's already had the gun
sure,
short.
things kind of pick up, so.
Yeah. They wouldn't hurt to train more and more, you know.
Well, Roger had
I think you, I can tell. Do you want to wait on that?
No, I'll get a hold of him because I know he's gonna do it.
I'm so hungry.
You and me both. I've had another butter cookies today. That's all I've had.
I ain't had nothing since last Thursday.
Oh, yeah, you are worse than you have that. So it's only broth tomorrow?
Clear Jello. What's clear Jello?
Colored water.
I never seen clear Jello. Seriously.
But yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, it's just clear like a,
That's nasty.
that white
That's just
Gatorade.
nasty. And I can have black coffee and sweet tea. That don't make no sense.
I'm pretty protein.
It's just all that for me.
Always forget this last one.
What was her name? Do you have her name in high school?
No.
Guy went hunting out in South Dakota, he got me 8 pheasants back. Really? Oh man, we're gonna have them New Year's Day. Pheasants, squirrel, and I think I can con him out of it. I'm gonna try to get 2, that other bird that went hunting. I got some back. Tried talking out loud.
No, they were only on the bill.
Gee,
I kind of can do that. I'd love to talk to you, so I'll come by sometime. I do get off the vehicle.
Yeah, it's right off the 37 next to that little tunnel.
I think I know exactly where it is. Okay. Okay, well, good to talk to you. All right. You guys have a good night.
you too. Thank you
I'm
for
excited
coming.
about your new website. That's gonna be awesome.
It'll be really nice.
Thank you all for paying for that. That helps.
That's your Christmas present. Remember that.
I'm still mad at you. Don't laugh,
Hey, Steve.
egging it on.
You guys have a happy Thanksgiving.
You
You
too.
too.
Good Lord. Do that. Them's all you, I think.
That's all news.
Okay. over.
No, it's all right. That's work for tomorrow. I'm tired today. Doing settlement tomorrow though.
Well, I guess we're done. Then I needs me, I'll be in the toilet tomorrow. Yep.
You know, the recorder's still running
I
back.
don't care.
Just tell them, Rebecca.
I really don't know why we're running that, but whoever gets to watch that, I hope they enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right. See y'all later.
See
ya.
Becky.
Don't need anything else to me to sign, do you?
No,